maybe it's better to just shop online. Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for another top 10 most insane Black Friday catastrophes.
One thing's for sure, people take Black Friday very seriously.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at more violent outbreaks that have turned a shopping holiday into a yearly danger, basing our choices on the misbehavior involved, the damage done, and the general insanity of these shocking incidents.
This is chaos. Society can't function like this.
What?
Number 10, and the crowd goes wild for Urban Outfitters. Before Urban Outfitters was even open for Black Friday in 2011, the Thousand Oaks Mall in California was packed with shoppers. The mass of people remained surprisingly calm, at least until the first employee walked by the gate. The initial shouting had a note of celebration, but the mob screams became deafening as they rushed through the entrance. With the crowd pouring in like a zombie horde at Brains R Us, you can see anti-theft sensors bend and break under the weight of the swarm. With all the damage done, it's a miracle no one was injured at the Thousand Oaks Mall. Number 9, Walmart plus Black Friday plus towels equals what? Also in 2011, a horde of shoppers at an Atlanta, Texas Walmart lost their minds digging through towels. Glorious towels of all things.
Oh, y'all, some towels for real.
The eager beavers tore through the crates like it was the end of days, and absorbent fabric was the only way to stave off a presumably soggy apocalypse.
Go, Daniel, go!
Some shoppers even ended up in the bins themselves, while one woman dramatically tore free of the cloth-mad crowd with her sweet, sweet prizes held aloft. While we all love a good sale, you'd think these towels were gold-plated, diamond-encrusted Ferraris in disguise. However, towels continue to be a top seller on Black Friday, with similar outbursts a regular occurrence. Number 8, Tesco Turmoil. 2014 was such a hectic Black Friday for the city of Manchester that police were called out to 7 Tesco locations around the city. 3 people were arrested for violence, and hundreds of others refused to leave a store even though all stock was gone. Useful fact, you can't buy things from an empty store. Another Tesco closed within an hour of opening due to fights and injuries from a falling television set. There were chaotic scenes at Tesco's in the rest of the UK too, with one customer in Cardiff reporting that people were even biting each other, in scuffles that could give even American Black Friday blowouts a run for their money.
They are not playing about.
Number 7, Waffle Riot. We love waffles, but there's gotta be a line somewhere.
Light, crisp, golden brown with Aunt Jemima syrup on them.
In 2011, $2 waffle irons transformed Walmart shoppers in Arkansas into a seething sea of waffle-loving monsters. The Little Rock store saw people ripping into bins like it was feeding time at the zoo, with some emerging from the shrieking, heaving mass holding as many as 6 irons at a time. It's like the mosh pit at a metal concert, but no one's having a good time and everyone hates each other. Oh, and everyone's there to see waffles. A customer at another Walmart even claimed that she saw a toddler stepped on over the breakfast appliances. Number 6, gift certificate drop.
What we have here is a gift certificate.
A gift certificate!
Right!
As part of their 2006 holiday sales promotions, the Del Amo Fashion Center in Torrance, California dropped 500 gift certificates from the ceiling in balloons. 2,000 people showed up, however, which turned the friendly event into a vicious free-for-all. The resulting stampede left 9 people injured and 1 elderly woman hospitalized. The mall staff was completely unprepared for this reaction and called in the fire department. One teen was seen vaulting over picket fences and holiday displays to escape the out-of-control crowd. Not really worth it for a $25 sushi voucher. Number 5, the El Paso Showdown. How badly do you really need that 50-inch TV? Enough to trample an old lady? To take a swing at a cop? Shoppers at this El Paso Walmart in 2015 thought so. Overwhelming police. People battled it out around the television pallets, shoving and punching, and one 23-year-old man even trampled an elderly woman before an officer pulled him off. The crazed shopper fought back before the cops were able to overpower him. Similar melees were filmed on the floor, with the elderly going at it just as hard as the young'uns. The scene is as entertaining as it is terrifying. Number 4. Shirtless and Beltless is no way to go through life, son. When an Adidas store in Vancouver, British Columbia was offering a rare NMD Bape shoe on Black Friday 2016, things got a little crazy. The masses got so rowdy ahead of the store opening that chants and fights started to break out. With the streets already crowded from nearby bars and clubs, police were called to the location. Eventually, a man took his shirt off and started whipping people around him with his belt. After another civilian choked him, the man was eventually arrested. The incident was so out of hand that Adidas called off the sale and raffled off the shoes instead. Number 3. Pepper spray is big this year. To handle the chaos for their event, a Walmart in Kinston, North Carolina hired off-duty police to assist their security. But staff was still setting up products after shoppers entered the store and started tearing into boxes. When one man tripped into a cell phone display, the off-duty police officer shot pepper spray into the air to suppress the mob, and the deterrent allegedly rained down into shoppers' faces. Meanwhile, in California on the same Black Friday, a woman used pepper spray on rival shoppers. Now that's a dirty way to get ahead of the competition. Number 2. Well, that's one way to get the parking spot. Tensions were so high outside a Tallahassee Walmart in 2012 that customers were fighting over parking spaces rather than discounts.
You have to be in the lines the way it's
Hey,
supposed to be.
Here's an idea. Why don't you mind your own business?
Well, I suppose that's an idea, not a
Yeah.
very good one, though.
After two couples got in a heated argument outside the store, one man pulled out a gun and shot a man and woman, who were rushed to the hospital. Another customer reported dozens of shoppers running inside during the shooting, in an attempt to avoid gunfire. Things must have escalated fast considering the assault happened at midday rather than the usual midnight rush. Luckily, the victims were not critically injured and were treated for non-life-threatening injuries at the time. Number 1. A fatal mistake. After dropping his wife off at a San Antonio Walmart, Isidro Zarate went to break up a fight in the parking lot. As he watched a man hold a woman's hair and beat her, Zarate drove up and said, quote, "Take your hands off her." The 21-year-old assailant immediately pulled out a gun and shot Isidro dead. Zarate's passenger was injured with shrapnel, and an additional pedestrian was hit by a stray bullet. The shooter was caught 10 miles away and later sentenced to life in prison. The merciless shopper killing is even more tragic considering Zarate left behind 4 children, and all for simply trying to help. Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.